Hello everybody, the Goobleys here. Today I'm going to review the MF8 Super Square-1 Star. So what this is a pretty unique kind of puzzle, which is kind of cool, but honestly I'm not sure if it's that good. You can get it for probably around $15 on some cube sites. I saw it on Amazon, but I got this at a competition with another cube for really cheap actually. So again, this is kind of like a Square-1, but instead of the restricting part that only allows you to turn once across this axis being in the middle, it's actually kind of in the center up here. There's actually a different version of this that is a cube, and it has a circle center, of course, and the proportions are more like the normal Square-1, where these pieces are smaller than these pieces. Just like this, you could have a small one and a big one, small one, big one. But this one is a star version, and so they're all equal. I've never actually solved this puzzle, mostly just because I've never wanted to or found the need to. It's so much different than all the other puzzles that I have that I don't think it would just be worth it at all to learn how to solve it. Honestly, it just seems like a tedious puzzle that no one will ever need to know how to solve, and it's just like something that you don't need to solve, and so you never really want to learn how to do it. It is about the same size as a Rubik's Cube. You see we have the same height, and it's a little bit bigger on some parts of it. You see here it sticks up a little bit no matter which way you put it, but it is generally around the same size, and it feels just about that big in your hands. The turning quality is meh. Like these layers, they turn fine, they're a little bit clicky. The middle one's not as good, and the layer which gets out of alignment a lot, which is quite annoying, turns okay once you get it going. And that's one major problem with this puzzle, is it can get out of alignment in the middle like this, and it's just pretty much unturnable completely. Initially I thought one of these layers was like locked to it, but it turns out I can turn each of these layers and none of them will directly control it. You have to turn all of them at once kind of until you get it lined up, or just hold it in this weird way and get it to line up with two of them like this. The stickers are just standard, just like on most cubes like this, but it is a little bit weird how they're placed. We have one set of full colors, and then one set of half and half, and then a full, and then another full, and then a half and half. And so it's kind of just mixed around a little bit. It just looks a little bit weird, but it actually is pretty normal. It is white, but I had no choice in that because I got it from someone at a competition, and this is the only one that they had. And of course, pop, stability, any of that kind of stuff isn't going to be a problem because it's just a kind of cool cube, just like I say in all my other reviews. The mechanism of it is pretty interesting. You may have noticed this little open spot right here, and that's not the head of the screw, it's actually the other end of the screw. The head is right here, and the screw just goes straight through it. Just kind of like a Square-1, where you see, if we take out this cap, we have a screw that goes straight to the center, and you can unscrew that and take the whole thing apart. It works basically the same way as this one, only you see the screw is kind of in the middle there between the two pieces. And so it is kind of hard to access, but I have done it. I have a tutorial on my channel on how to take it apart. But the screw kind of is a little bit too long and it sticks through on the other end. I'm sure if you loosened it up a little bit, it would work, but I think it may even stick into the other end if you do that. I'm not going to take it apart here. It works kind of just like the Square-1. You just have the center part, and all the pieces are just kind of, there's like a thing coming off there, and then they just kind of rotate around it. It's pretty easy to imagine, and if you want to see the mechanism in depth, just look at my assembly tutorial for it. But overall, I could really only recommend this if you're a collector like me and just like getting really obscure kind of cool puzzles, or if you just like solving puzzles and you like coming up with your own solutions, because there aren't many pre-found solutions. You kind of have to make it up as you go. And so if you like a challenge of coming up with a solution for a rare puzzle that you're probably not going to use that much, then go ahead and buy it. Again, you can get it for around $15 on like Amazon. I'll link that down in the description. But either way, I really wouldn't recommend it for just your average puzzle solver, speed solver, whatever, because it's really just not the highest quality puzzle and it's just not the best. But I do like it. It's a nice addition to my collection. Definitely not my favorite, but it is pretty cool. And if you want to see more reviews like this, leave a suggestion down in the comments below. Leave a like to show me that you liked it, and subscribe if you want to be notified when a future video like this comes up. Anyway, if you have any other questions or comments, you can leave those in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time.